tell me, who is Guy Cunningham?
Boy, that's tough.
He's
I don't know if I could even define Guy in a sentence or a paragraph.
There's many faces of Guy. Legendary.
Monumental.
badass.
That's a comical guy there.
A good time.
Definitely entertaining.
Crazy.
Oh, the turkey hunter. Experienced for sure.
Well seasoned in his years.
He's a man of the woods.
Savvy.
Think of Hunter, that's Guy.
He's all fun and games and everything, but he is serious when it comes to hunting. You know, he locks in, and he doesn't give up. That's about the way I'd put it.
Just park right here.
Yes. Okay. We'll slip around this pollinator and get into the woods. Give us a little bit of extra time, a little bit of cloud cover there. We won't go in the woods, or we won't go around until we hear our first bird, and then we'll decide which way we want to go and how we want to get there. There he is. That's good. Gets him. We get up in this corner a little bit. And so he thinks maybe the hen is back in the woods. To me, turkey hunting is being engrossed in nature, being in love with being outside. Calling, talking to other animals is huge. You know, you might hear a vocally, but even the quiet ones that all of a sudden just, you know, I never even heard you respond to the call. They come in and it's just like, damn, I must have, you know, I played it. You had a cassette tape or 8-track tape that would have calls on it. And you had to learn how to call to get birds in. They're not suckers. They all don't just come running in. It's not a damn cakewalk. It can be a very difficult hunt. And when you fail at it, you learn from that. It's failing. That's what makes you a good hunter. We hunted, always hunted. Ever since I can remember, you shooting rabbits with a BB gun, which doesn't do it, but you're shooting at things. Wrist rockets, shooting doves with pellet rifle. I'm cucking the damn thing, you know, that kind of thing. That's good for a boy. Well, first memories of turkey hunting. We would get out of school and go down to southern Illinois and hunt in Shawnee National Forest. I think it was a good way for mothers to get out of the houses and just you go camp with grandpa and the neighbor, and generally when you went and camped, everybody camped the same place they did last year, so you kind of get to know people. The boys at the dead end road, they were leaving, and I run across them as they were getting ready to leave. You know, you guys hear any other birds over here? Oh yeah, there's one on this ridge right here, and we pestered him every day. They got the hell out of there. I was back there in the morning. And I figured every morning they would start at their camp and walk down this ridge. So I got down there in the morning early, and I heard him pop off on that ridge. So I thought, I ain't going down the damn ridge. I gotta cut down the bottom, get on the creek bed, and walk past him. And I got 3/4 of the way up the hill. I heard the guy pop down a little ways, and I took this box call. And I clucked at him 3 times and just laid there with the gun up the hill. And sure as hell, here he comes. He'd heard it all, but I just clucked at him a couple times, 3 times, and man, he just fell for it. And I dumped his, I'm like the happiest boy in the universe.
Just get up by those trees before we make a call. Yeah. Just in case we have to sit down. We don't have to run around the woods like a bunch of wild people. Get closer to the...
What do you want to sit down and call? Do you want to just call first?
I'd say just call him.
Trying to visualize, what is the potential of a bird coming up out of the woods into the field? I mean, you take that very serious.
And get into the woods.
You lock into a different mode, turn into a predator, I guess.
He thinks like animals and he started admiring predators and started acting like them.
Do not be afraid to hunt.
He kicks it in a different gear.
Predator mode is the perfect way to put it.
You can kind of just see it in his eyes.
Laser focus, and he goes kind of quiet.
You just know that hunt went from 0 to 60.
My whole life.
When I step in the woods, it gets a little serious.
What you have to do is sit down. And talk. Did the hand sound very far away?
No. 150.
What do you think those gobblers were at?
With her.
Couple hundred?
Behind her, maybe, yeah. Do you want to try to creep over the edge and position down looking that way?
I swear I thought the bird sounded like they were right down below this.
We went across the river to Missouri, up to Cape Girardeau, and I found this call. I carry it with me always. I've sat on it 3 times, had to re-glue the damn thing back together. But man, that's a tried and true call. I mean, you can see the tears on that. The 10 gauge? I love that gun. It's a heavy gun, but that's an old time, that's a pretty old 10 gauge. It's got some knockdown, brother. I don't like to talk about the distance, because I love to get things in tight. That thing will knock a bird down quite a ways out there. And thank God there's 2 barrels on it, because if it wouldn't, that would kick you. That would hurt your shoulder. I mean, it's got some weight to it, so you don't get that like somebody came up and Jackie Chan'd your ass, It seems to work. It seems to work, brother. And it was when it ceases to work, maybe that's my fault. But it's working what I got.
Here they come.
That's 2 dead birds, brother. Right on, man. One more time. Right on, man. I can't even. Good job. Oh, man. I think mine weighs a lot more than yours. Goodness gracious. Already here. Jeez. I like that, man. Good job calling.
Well, I feel like we got lucky.
And I thought maybe they're coming up behind us, spun around on the tree, hoping to get a shot in the woods.
I think they would have headed into the woods had we not shot when they did. You would have killed one that way for sure, but we certainly wouldn't have got a double, I don't think.
We were in some thick stuff right there.
Yeah, that was
being on the edge of the field, and it helped us. It got the birds in tight where they couldn't see us.
Guy, I've never killed a multiple bearded bird. I've seen a double beard, I've seen a triple beard, but this is just lucky.
This is really cool. This is exceptional, brother. And for us to double up today, man.
Your bird looks bigger though, and I think so. Yours was
because mine is bigger.
Yeah.
And I did put a lot of lead on it, so we're definitely gonna weigh these guys.
With lead.
Yeah.
Leaded.
With lead. It was a fun hunt today. We hunted this morning, and we finished up this afternoon.
Good work.
Today was a good day, brother.
It was fun.
It's always fun hunting with you.
And that was fun. That was great fun. We went through it. Beautiful, beautiful property. So many options. And looking at OnX, to look at a property on one of those things that's just like, man, this is huge potential. Never been there. But man, there's got to be birds there. You know, obviously you get to the top of the hill and the fields up there, it's just like, man, you know, let's lock this thing down and sneak our asses up there. I do enjoy taking other people hunting. I mean, I enjoy that more than pulling the trigger myself.
I think he was always so gracious with his time, and he always cared a lot more about getting other people what they needed over himself.
He gets more excited about seeing somebody else get a bird or a deer or something than he does himself, and that's what's cool about Guy.
You know, people that will allow you to hunt with them or ask you to hunt with them, I adore it. I don't care if I shoot birds anymore. It's fun to have other people experience it.
What turkey hunting was all about and the stories that came from those times together. I really enjoyed all those experiences.
That's how I shot my first bird was on.
He's a heck of a hunter. He's taught me a lot.
We're always willing to make somebody laugh no matter the situation, so great dude.
Just to be involved with the hunt, especially with anyone, but in friends, I mean, it's really special. That's a big deal. But man, it's just about being in the woods to me and enjoy it, you know, and just suck up everything that's going on in the woods. That's what I love about turkey hunting. It's quiet. I don't know, I appreciate the hunt so much. It's a hunt.
I guess I'm just eternally grateful because so much of what I've learned doesn't just end with me, it's gone on to my kids. And if you ever doubt the power and the impact of a single individual's help, their time, their effort, their resources, man, this has just resounded so true in my life. I can't be grateful or thankful enough for what he's done for me.
You can't go anywhere with him without seeing him make people feel good and leave them with a smile every time. Making people feel good, that's what he does.
In the woods, have you ever gotten the look from a guy?
That look can cut pretty deep.
I've gotten the look too many times to count.
Could you be any louder kind of look?
There was one time where I definitely set up in the wrong spot.
When I'm following him and I break a stick, he turns back around and looks at me just like that.
I get the laser death stare.
It's like he said, I'm really disappointed in you, without saying, I'm disappointed in you.
Or could you at least try to be quiet? Yeah, you get those every time you go out with him. You do, don't you?
His eyes say without saying, Joe, man, what in the hell are you doing?
I can have a couple whiskeys and bullshit the boys, talk loud, and listen to other people's stories, which I absolutely adore hunting stories. Turkeys are concerned when we get our asses in the woods, because, I mean, like we're talking about, we hunted for a long time. And there are some animals that are horrified.
Are they horrified of you?
I think so. That's the word around the campfire.
That's good. He's going to get a little concerned. That's what you heard around the campfire.
That's the word around the campfire.
That's so good.
Well, the got circus music in his head.
Well, first off, he's old, so anytime he crouches, I know we're getting serious.
Old.
Is he a cross between Hulk Hogan and like Crocodile Dundee?
You just get the willies. Just like, man, I think there's birds here. I just got this damn feeling type thing. And I'm going to ease up here real quiet and slow and just go for there's birds. Down here, there's another tree. It's a walnut tree. It's a smaller walnut tree. We call that small nuts.
Last time it was a neighbor walking. I think that was a pretty good excuse. He shut the birds up, and this time I think it was a tractor.
There's a tractor and your crow call.
The crow call didn't help.
It didn't help, and of course, I can't put a diaphragm in my mouth in the morning to save my ass. So it wasn't my calling. All of it.
Oh boy, that's wicked. I've got a lot of photos on my phone.
Out in the West Texas, down of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.